friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania to bring you all the latest news and exciting content from the football world. Well, by looking at my kit for today, you would really understand what I am going to talk about, my friends. Yes, it is yet another Premier League weekend, and we will be focusing on the league leaders, Arsenal coming up against Brentford. And guess what? It is a very pulsating contest because we have been looking at tweets from Ivan Toney, the Brentford striker, who has been kind of mocking Arsenal because of the way Brentford defeated them in the beginning of last season. And we have to take into account that Mikel Arteta's team has recently undergone a blip. First against Manchester City in the FA Cup, where they lost 1-0, and in the Premier League weekend last week against Everton. Yes, it was the new manager bounce under Sean Dyche, but it is time for Arsenal to get things back on track. And how can they do that? By putting in a scintillating performance at the Emirates Stadium in front of their home fans. And that win will put them 8 points clear of Manchester City, having played the same number of games. And it is all about how Mikel Arteta's team starts this match, because usually when they play at the Emirates, they play at a really high tempo and intensity, especially in the first 15 to 20 minutes. And that will be the period of the game where Brentford have to kind of, you know, take a backseat. They'll have to absorb all the pressure. They'll have to frustrate Arsenal. They have to be really good in closing down the ball whenever there is an opportunity and try to hit Arsenal on the break, because we know that this Brentford team is very good in using their physicality. Ivan Toney would be running the channels, and Mbuemo is very clever in kind of running with the ball and opening up space for other players like Norgard in the midfield. And we have stressed a lot about how Arsenal's transition from defense to attack starts from the goalkeeper. Aaron Ramsdale has been really good in terms of his ball distribution, and when it comes to spraying up the ball, he knows exactly in which foot to pass the player, because he knows which is their weak foot and which is their strong foot, and he's really clever in understanding the situation in the game. He knows when to come out of his line. He knows when to drop deep and try to attract the opposition so that you can create space in the midfield. And this is the entire tactic which has been so successful for Mikel Arteta this season. We have seen that whenever Arsenal are playing with four men at the back, they are able to solidify the midfield with three players. Martin Odegaard goes into those pockets in midfield where he can create space for others, and he can bring in the likes of Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli on either wings. And Eddie Nketiah has been in good form at the moment. He has replaced Gabriel Jesus. We have been talking about how Jesus's absence would give Arsenal problems. However, Eddie Nketiah has taken the entire responsibility upon himself in order to score goals. And coming up against Brentford, I would be really worried for Arsenal, especially because they are a team which are really good in set pieces. And the last time Arsenal conceded a goal, guess what? It was a clear set piece. It was a corner routine, and this Brentford team just does not have one combination play when it comes to set pieces. They have different routines, and that is something which Arsenal have to be wary of, because whenever Brentford do get a corner, they would try to, put more players inside the penalty box, and especially they would put all the pressure on Aaron Ramsdale, because it won't be easy for Ramsdale to come out and punch the ball. And what would be the only solution for Arsenal? It is when they are able to mark their zones, and I think zonal defending is going to be really crucial in this match, because Brentford is a team which likes to attack the zones instead of just going for those free spaces. And it would be interesting how this match starts, to be honest, because Arsenal would really like to bounce back, especially after last week's defeat to Everton, and they know that how crucial these 3 points are. So I would be surprised if Mikel Arteta starts with the same playing 11 which took the field against Everton, and I feel that there is still time for Jorginho and Leandro Trossard to be completely integrated into the squad, especially in the Premier League. Those two new signings will be used more often in the Europa League, and when it comes to Brentford, Thomas Frank has also been very optimistic about Brentford's chances of finishing in a European spot this season, especially because of the way this team has been grinding out results. And in this cutthroat Premier League, it is all about getting the job done. And you might have some dirty tactics up your sleeve, but if your fundamentals as a defending unit are not strong, you would concede a lot of goals. And Brentford is one such team which is quite unpredictable, and we have to make note that they have a really good record when it comes to playing against the big six. And they defeated Manchester City, they defeated Liverpool, they had a good result against Chelsea, and it is all down to how Thomas Frank, galvanizes his players, especially ahead of these big games. And it would be really interesting to see how William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, the Arsenal defenders, will be able to cope up with the physicality of Ivan Toney. Because Ivan Toney is a player who can use his aerial ability, he is good technically on the ball, and he has a very good shot from any part of the football pitch. So it would be really interesting, my friends. I'm really looking forward to this match. It has some really key battles, not just in different areas of the pitch, but also in terms of the tactics which both Mikel Arteta and Thomas Frank will use for this match. So, guys, my personal prediction for this match is a 3-1 win for Arsenal because I do expect to deliver some goals, especially when they are playing at their home stadium. And I would love to know what are your key predictions, what are the tactical battles that you are looking forward to. Please let me know your key thoughts in the comment section. And if you like this video, please do me a favor, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button because I'll be coming up with lots of valuable content, not just from the English Premier League, but from football across the globe. So please stay tuned, and until next time, stay safe and take care.